Hello students, today we are going to study about company. Now, a company is formed and registered under Act is called a company in a broad term. Okay, the company could be limited by shares, limited by guarantee or unlimited companies. कंपनी क्या होती है? कंपनी वह संस्था होती है जो कि कंपनीज एक्ट 1956 की धारा के तहत रजिस्टर्ड होती है, जो कि कंपनी लिमिटेड बाय शेयर भी हो सकती है, कंपनी लिमिटेड बाय गारंटी भी हो सकती है या अनलिमिटेड कंपनी होती है. नाउ going on a precise definition about company. Now, company is an artificial person created by law having separate entity with perpetual succession and a common seal. Now, here we see a certain words like company is an artificial person. It means it has a name created by law, which means that it is to be registered or which is been come into force by a law. A separate entity, every company having a separate name, and a perpetual succession and a common seal. It means it's going to be exist for infinite time being, as well as a particular seal that represents a particular company. Now, कंपनी एक आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन होती है जो कि लॉ के द्वारा खड़ी की जाती है, जिसकी एक अपनी क्या उसको कहते हैं कि हम एक अपनी पहचान होती है और उसकी एक पर्टिकुलर स्टैम्प होता है, या जिसे हम कहते हैं कि दैट रिप्रेजेंट्स द कंपनी. ब्रिटानिया रिप्रेजेंट्स ब्रिटानिया, इंडिगो रिप्रेजेंट इंडिगो, दैट्स कॉल्ड कॉमन सील. Here, the characteristics of company. Now, incorporated association. Now, company must be incorporated or registered under the Companies Act, which mandates that there should be a minimum number of members required for the purpose is 7 in a case of public company, 2 in a case of private company. It is worth mentioning here is that as per section 11, association of more than 10% is required in a case of banking business and 20 in a case of any other business. If the company is not registered as a company or an institution is not registered as a company under the Companies Act or any other law for time being in force, it become illegal association. Now the second features come here is artificial person. A company is created with a sanction of law and it not itself a human being. Therefore, it is called artificial. Company is created by law and it is not a human being. That is why it is called artificial. And it has certain rights and obligation as a person. So it is called artificial person, which is created by law, having a body, okay, a corporate body. Now next is separate legal entity. Now the separate legal entity states that on registration the association of person will become a body of corporate by the name contained in memorandum. Now, as whatever the name contained in memorandum, whether it is Britannia, Indigo, Parley, now it become an association of person which mandates is a body of corporate or a corporate body. Okay, so it is called separate legal entity. Now all the cases are to be sued on the name of a company, that is Britannia or Parley. Now limited liability. Now limited liability states that company being a separate person, okay, now its members are not such as liable for its debt. It is one of the most important feature of a company. When you start a sole proprietorship or any other business, you going to be personally liable because it is not a company. There's certain disadvantage of being entered into a sole proprietorship in a partnership, because if it is not a limited liability partnership, it's going to be obligation up to your personal belongings. Okay, so on a part of company, when it comes to company have a limited liability. Its member are not liable for the debt. Hence, in a case of company limited by share, the liability of member limited to the nominal value of share held by them. Thus, if the shares are fully paid up, their liability will be nil. Okay, this is the limited liability. जो दायित्व होता है कंपनी का वो लिमिटेड होता है. अगर कंपनी के शेयर्स जो हैं वो पूर्ण देय हैं या उनका पैसा पूरा दे दिया जा चुका है, फुल्ली पेड है, देन जो शेयर होल्डर्स होंगे उनकी लायबिलिटी नील होगी. वो पर्सनली किसी भी कर्ज के प्रति दायित्व नहीं होगा उनका। Now, separate property. Shareholders are not in the eyes of a law or a part owner of the undertaking. In India, the principle of separate property has been best laid down to the Supreme Court, which means that shareholders does not have any kind of right on the property. They are not a part owner of a property like land, building, or particular company. Okay, the shareholder merely are given a certain rights by the law, that is to vote or to attend meeting or to receive dividend. These are the rights of a shareholder. They does not become a part owner of the undertaking. Okay, so this is a separate property concept states. Now the transferability of the shares. Now since business is separate from its members in a company to form organization, it facilitates transfer of members' interest. The shares of a company are transferred in a manner provided in the article of company. Now, as being once a particular person buys shares of a company, it become a shareholder, and this comes up fundamental feature of a company is the transferability of the share. Okay, now a company or a company which is registered under Companies Act mandates that a company is a form of organization and which facilitate transfer of members interest. Once someone want to sell his stakes into this company to other, or some want to sell stakes from one person to other, they are freely to do so. Okay, so the shares of a company are transferable in a manner provided in the article of a company. Okay, now when it comes to a private company, yes, there's certain kind of restriction placed on such transfer, but the right to transfer is not taken away absolutely. Okay, there's certain restrictions in a case of private company, but the complete right of transfer is not taken away. Now सेपरेट प्रॉपर्टी का कॉन्सेप्ट ये कहता है कि कंपनी की प्रॉपर्टी और शेयर होल्डर दोनों सेपरेट होंगे। शेयर होल्डर का एक कंपनी में शेयर खरीदने का मतलब ये नहीं हो जाएगा कि वो शेयर होल्डर उस कंपनी का में लैंड, बिल्डिंग, मशीनरी में उसके राइट्स आ जाएंगे। उस शेयर होल्डर क्या करेगा, उस शेयर होल्डर को केवल कुछ राइट्स होंगे, एज अ वोटिंग राइट्स होंगे, कुछ अटेंड करने के राइट्स होंगे, कुछ डिविडेंड के राइट होंगे। ट्रांसफरेबिलिटी ऑफ शेयर का कॉन्सेप्ट ये कहता है कि कोई भी कंपनी क्या है कि कोई भी मेंबर अपने शेयर खरीद और बेच सकता है अगर वो पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनी या रजिस्टर्ड अंडर द कंपनीज एक्ट है। अगर कोई प्राइवेट कंपनी है तो यस, उस पर कुछ रिस्ट्रिक्शंस हैं और वो ऐसा करना अलाउ नहीं किया जाएगा। Now come on the perpetual succession. A perpetual succession says that member may come and go, but the company can go forever. Okay, so company is an artificial person which is cannot be, go by its deaths or illness or something like having a allotted time span. The company go for infinity. Okay, member may come and go, but the company go for forever. The king is dead, but the long live the king. Okay, so this is it is aptly applied to the company form of organization. Now the next comes that common seal. Now the company being an artificial person is not bestowed with a body of natural being. Okay, it means that it has to work through director, officer, or other employee. But it can be held bound by only those documents which bear its signature. Now the company will be responsible for those things or the document in which it bears the seal. Okay, the company is an artificial person and only responsible for the document that bears the seal. It gets its work done through the directors, officers, and other employee. Okay, so the common seal is an official signature of the company. ना परपेचुअल एग्जिस्टेंस का कॉन्सेप्ट ये कहता है कि कंपनी अनिश्चित काल के लिए है, एक आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन है जो कि बीमारी या डेथ से नहीं जाएगी, जो अनिश्चित काल तक चलेगी। मेंबर रिटायर हो सकते हैं या कंपनी को छोड़ सकते हैं, बट नए मेंबर्स आएंगे और कंपनी कंटिन्यू रहेगी। ओके, एक कहावत इसमें, किंग इज डेड, लॉन्ग लिव द किंग। किंग तो चले गए पर उनकी गद्दी सदा के लिए है। नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट आता है कॉमन सील का। कॉमन सील का कॉन्सेप्ट ये कहता है कि कंपनी एक आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन है। ओके, नाउ कंपनी क्या करेगी, अपना काम करेगी डायरेक्टर, ऑफिसर्स एंड अदर एम्प्लॉय के साथ और उनके थ्रू। सो इट इज़ कैन बी हेल्ड बाउंड बाय ओनली दूज डॉक्यूमेंट। उसकी जिम्मेदारी या उसका जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होगी वो उन्हीं डॉक्यूमेंट के तहत होगी जिसमें उसका सिग्नेचर रखा होगा, कंपनी का सील लगी होगी। द कॉमन सील ऑफिस सिग्नेचर ऑफ द कंपनी। थैंक यू स्टूडेंट्स, टुडे इज द लेक्चर इज अबाउट these concepts. Now in the next classes we will coming with more concepts of corporate law and the different segments. You can leave comments and please do subscribe, share. Thank you.